Ladies and gentlemen, straight out of Ghana right here in your number one hit music station 96.9, baby. I'm Deal to the T U and EVE. And the only guy that only says the word. Actually, call him the sound god, right? Bim, 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 bim. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Stonebwoy from Ghana right here on your number one hit music station. How you doing?
Popping?
Great. Yeah, man. We're right here representing live and living color, you know?
I like that.
Seeing the item in flesh.
How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm giving thanks, you know, for life every time. You see it.
This is home for you anyway.
Absolutely. But it's like my second time at Cool FM. But yeah, man, you know, I'm cool with the cool peeps. You see me? So,
Love it. It's the wordplay for me.
Your people will ask you questions because, you know, right here, and one of the last songs you put out was Activate, right?
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And
Like,
then,
therapy
you know,
was the last.
Yeah, therapy was
is the last, basically, yeah. But I get it when you say last.
No, I mean for us, for everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
So the thing is, you know, we missed that part of you. And I'm sure the question is, I keep asking you, I mean, why do you come to Nigeria? I mean, once in a while, why?
I actually would want to be here as much as I can, to be honest. Like, but the thing is, you know, there must be reasons, you see me? Like, if you go to the King's Palace, you can't just walk into the King's Palace anytime you want. I feel like Nigeria plays a very significant role in that sense as well. So as much as we can visit often, when there is a cause for the visit, it makes it worthwhile. So
I love that.
I love that.
I think for us, you know, if you talk about the music and collaborations, you know, there are definitely a lot of people you've worked with.
True.
But I'm showing our hearts to people you also still want to work with.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Who are these people?
Globally, you know, there are some names that I really respect, not because they are huge only. You know, I'd always say Rihanna is a name I'd want to work
I love
with.
that.
Yeah, man, because when you hear the songs, you know that's a style that tailors to your inner core. You know what I mean?
And you guys will sound so good together. Like,
Yeah, man. So taking it out of that box, I might want to work with some of these really white singers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like probably the Coldplays and that.
Ooh.
Just to see what's
like
outside
that.
that part there. Yes, these are some of the names that can come off top when I'm thinking about broadening my scope, and even probably.
Have you thought of Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, so the Coldplays are in the lanes of the Ed Sheeran.
The Ed Sheerans, exactly.
Yeah, and then in the Latin world as well, might want to work with.
Lose it in the mystery, 'cause nothing really matters anymore. Baby, don't know why that put me to the stress. Better come check me for the makeup.
I want to ask something very quickly, right? The conversation about Nigeria and Ghana. And I know because you were in the news for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Reason in the news for the music and how, you know, the thing is, it came as a punch because, you know, you're very loved here, right?
I see. Yeah, man, for real.
So he was like, did you think
yeah,
you were supposed to be part of that conversation?
Yeah.
All right.
Honesty.
Now, I'm happy I'm here today. I didn't even think of that, but I have to just say, truthfully, I qualify to be a part of every musical conversation on the continent. I believe so, with all due respect. So that was actually a musical perspective from which I came.
Yeah.
I was not coming on a personal perspective, supporting, you know, a fellow brother's opinion, which I hands down consider, you know, very much incorrect. So you can understand when I'm getting shots for actually just putting my submission, which has a part of it highlighting highlighting on the issue the right way, but it's just because the lead, the lead, which is
The subject, actually.
the lead which hit wrongly, has caused a lot of fumes in the hearts of people. So therefore, then the immediate reaction I got was that fume.
I get it.
But later on, when it was dying down
Settled down.
somewhat, I found very prominent people in the Nigerian community who I've never have seen, but for on Twitter, now getting to get the vibe, like, this is where he's coming from. Like, we get the vibe. So that alone just healed the wounds, basically. And then I think they added some 2% of the love they had on top of what they got from me already.
Real talk right there, right? Sorry, I think I'm talking too much.
No. Go ahead and say. I'm intrigued to hear what you
You know
want
when
to
you
say.
meet your friend in a long time, you know how that feels. So I like having conversations
Yeah,
with
man.
you.
No,
Yeah.
for real. Though,
No,
too,
you
for
have
real.
to speak.
It's cute. I just want to push to the music, to be honest. I mean, I really do love your music, and
cool,
it's
man.
an absolute vibe. I feel like we need more people doing what you do in Africa as a whole, because you think like we have that many, but we don't. When you think about it, it's not very like congested. We need more of that. We really, really do.
I respect that. What I think is that we easily just see it we're seeing it from the Afrobeat perspective more as an umbrella under which we all belong.
but
That's
it's
why
a
we're
very
not being
distinct
able
genre.
It is. I can push it to I can mention names. I
Yeah.
can mention names from the general pipes. Take it to the foundation, Majek Fashek.
Exactly.
Take it to Two-Face.
Exactly.
Take it to Burner, bro.
Exactly.
Take it to Pato Ranking.
Ranking, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Let's get the credits for them boys.
And y'all bring it.
Yes,
Fire.
because I just mentioned one of the biggest names in that style right now. So you don't know, it's been the foundation. And I think, from our hearts, we'll continue to represent, for the genre that identifies the reggae and the dancehall being coming out from Africa, basically, because they know wherever it was named.
Yeah.
They know where the roots is, and we are the ones that's holding it down like that.
And he's older than anything. He's almost older than any genre.
Actually,
is
it
right.
dates back.
Yeah.
Dates
It
back.
has set foundations from
And that's why it's
time
always going to
before.
be there as well.
It should
always
be,
gonna be
because
there.
guess what? It's music of black origin anyway.
Absolutely.
True
You
that,
see what I
true that.
mean? So
Stonebwoy spitting
give
some
thanks.
truth. He right here on the show, and this is one song that got my heart too as well.
It's activated your heart.
He started
Yeah, man.
so many things too.
Woman, you got tobacco very big, I never seen. Front plate. See that there. So who would have thought I was coming in with that? Bang. Yeah. That's how the feel is. So we're just representing.
Any day, you
And
gotta
David
get
goes on
Stonebwoy.
the smooth, and then I go back and say, baby me, the fool of my mind. So it's doable.
He's giving us all of it.
it.
Let me tell you, there's nothing I love as much as when I say,
They got tobacco very big, I never seen. You make a Batman one do the thing. Long time you are the woman and the gym. One God of you.
just dropped the brand new single Gidigba.
I'm very enthused about that title, because to me, I know Gidigba is like a Nigerian slang that means like you're bomb, like you're good, right?
yeah.
So like you just put that there, or it's a Ghanaian thing as well. Like,
Ghanaians, I'm an airway, so from the airway perspective, Gidigba literally means the same basically.
love it.
Yeah, firm
See
and
what we're
strong,
saying
same
about like the
You see me?
oneness.
So it's especially West Africans, maybe we have the same great grandfather. Now you come marry 10 million people, born everybody.
It's
put
true. It's
inside.
the polygamy that caused this spread.
You'll be shocked that the same person that give birth to Burner give birth to Stonebwoy.
Ah,
I'm
same
surprised anymore.
ancestors.
Because you know what, some tribes actually marry, I don't know how to say it, they marry cousins.
Yeah.
marry
They will
those
try to
type of
keep.
cousins,
Yeah.
try to keep it inside. Do you know how many of those things have gone on
True.
and created a long lineage?
That's maybe we're cousins.
Imagine.
No, we're not cousins.
I don't even want to be a
Very
cousin.
sure about
Please
it.
don't try to be his cousin right now. Don't do that.
Now about the music, right? About the music. What would you say? Sometimes music changes time.
True.
There's a time. Is there any time you just have that? Like when they say every musician have that, where you have to pause, recess, and say, I want to change something. Was there any point in your career that you wanted to I want to tweak something?
Yeah, man. Every single phase, because music is actually like you're on radio, you're like a media, guru.
Yeah.
You see the transitions, the variations, the diversity, the differences in tastes, and how an old taste can come back, a new taste can just vanish in 2 minutes, and you'd have thought that would have been the biggest taste. It's just like when they
Yeah.
said COVID is gonna swipe up everybody from Africa, and then the next minute, now they stand Gidigba for that thing. And then they turn the guy. So different kind of thing. But coming to the music, what I would say is that if you are actually gifted,
Yeah.
dig deep inside of you and get more confident and comfortable with the styles. And I think for me, it's tricky. My foundation is actually churchical. So I have the musical innate, inside me and is very critical.
Okay,
You know,
I see what he's doing.
But it's brutal for me to put it on the reggae perspective and dancehall perspective because I think I have that energy and that is how I want to send the information across.
That's good.
Looking at who I am in my soul at heart, I think I'm like the warrior spirit.
Okay.
So how can I now transform that information or transfer that information? That's how I ended up with dancehall and reggae. So behind it is some soul, is some beauty, is some music. And so that's why I easily just span across. Because in my catalog, I have several features, several hit songs across high life, across dancehall, across reggae, and across Afrobeats and Afro dancehall. I have #1 billboards, reggae billboard with Sizzla Kalonji and Kepleton. And we're working Buju Banton, I Octane, the reggae legends, and that.
Yeah.
I still have dancehall songs with Calibots, which is reggae billboard #1 as well too. You know, so in that terrain, I just dropped a song with Gentleman, the German. You know, so I've been able to, and I'm thankful to God that this is how I am seen, or this is how I actually love to express my style. Activate with Davido is a typical Afrobeat song where that's another hit in that vein. Nominate as well with Kerry Hilson. And then Therapy was like, yo, is this singing?
I actually really like Therapy. I really like it.
So musically, when it comes to diversity and that, I'm just grateful that I find out that I am talented enough to be able to just continue to keep digging in my, in my fort.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been itching for this style. So I've just been letting you guys talk. Yes, we're getting wiser and whatnot, but I need you to go on this beat, okay?
Because
Okay.
you heard it here.
Let me make it easy. Let me get it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, music is good. You know how it is, right? It's one and only Stonebwoy straight from Ghana.
What was it?
Whoop, whoop.
We on
Eve,
the radio.
Eve.
Don't touch that radio.
Adam and Eve.
And if you want to hear something hot, fresh, just say bim. Bim.
I go. Yeah. Just believe like Adam and Eve. Doctor and Eve. I no come to deceive. Me coulda just dey receive. Wangado. Stonebwoy from Ghana. Where they up on Cool FM and I blaze up that fire, yeah. Tell them say me not go lose God, oh. Tell them say me be the one God, oh. Me a they stand so strong, oh. Gidigba be the track, oh. Tell them say me not go lose God, oh. Hear me now, I want to some boy. Watch you now. One God I represent from Ghana to the blood clot world. Watch out, hey! Coulda never be a minimalist. One pan the list, me take a winner, the that's the list. Them no say man a boss it like a real jungleist. Get them a one God song, man a evangelist. Fire, burn them like a fireman. Me no see no other youth way better than how we are run things bout ya, Jagaban. We are run things bout ya, Jagab. Anyway, them see mankind, them do one kind, and we too like say we never know what we are. Because of what we are. Snake and back grass them be full bad mind, but we do like say we never know. Yeah. Where we tell them again, no, Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Believe in yourself, no go from minimal. Oh, Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Gidigba, we dey from Gidigba. Make you never watch out. Them matter about money, but them never reach like that. But them never reach like that. Them can't see my back. Me nah make a move when me no see contract. Me and them never get a eye contact. Say them a leader, but them a lead from back. Wahala, test boy get a come back. Pull it up again.
You know, you just made a completely new record on the show, right?
I'm telling you, a whole new record.
Completely new record on the show. Always a pleasure having you. Not just I've had a conversation with you, you know, off and on. You're a great guy. And that guy's got a God in his name, right?
Yes,